After 10 weeks and 28 acts, it's almost time to find out who will represent Lithuania at Eurovision 2016. On Saturday the 12th of March, Lithuania will choose its representative for Eurovision 2016. Out of the 28 acts, only 6 remain, and we're going to go around and pick out our top 3 favourites.
My third, well, I can't say favorites because it is Erica with Leading Me Home. It's really gospel, choir, yeah, I've got that feeling. I don't like it, but it's in my top 3. But that's because I don't really like the genre. I do understand that there are people that do like it, and if it turns out to be the winner, I still won't like it, but I wouldn't be devastated, so I would understand it. And her voice is good, and the song itself, it is kind of okay. And I did like the staging from last week with the mirrors. It was really simple, but it was good enough. So if you count everything together, it's just an average entry that I don't really like, but it's good enough. So yeah.
My third place is Eva with Life Not That Beautiful.
Life could be a waterfall, could be the light of tomorrow, but it's not that beautiful.
I also can't say that it's my favorite because I just like one song in the whole final, and I think it's been such a, like, who cares them singing the same song every week for 10 weeks? I don't know if even Lithuanian people are even watching it anymore. But anyway, Eva, I think she is a good singer. She looks beautiful on the stage, but the song, after the first 30 seconds, it just starts repeating itself. It's just something that it could be in the Eurovision, but nobody would remember it after the contest, and I don't think that it would even get to the final. So even it's my third favorite, I really hope that they don't send Eva, because she wouldn't have any chances in the competition.
I agree with you. Eva is also my third favourite. And I think it's more because of Eva as a performer rather than the song itself, because she has a really rich kind of voice. It's sort of gritty. There's more to it, because there's some of the other songs where the singers just really get on my nerves and they're trying to be Mariah Carey and they're just belting it out, whereas Ava is a bit more restrained. Her song, though, it does get a bit monotonous after a while. The key change and all that is kind of predictable, and I get fed up with it by the end of it, and it would probably struggle to qualify at Eurovision, but it's kind of a nice, inoffensive song.
She is my second favorite. It is really simple, and the song isn't that good, and the staging is really simple, but in some kind of weird way, it really gets my attention. Don't ask me why, because like I said, it isn't good, but I keep watching and I don't really know what to say. It is kind of like a bad Disney theme song or something, and I don't know, maybe I'm just a little child that wants to see Disney, and that's why I wanna see it. But no, I don't know, yeah, it is just my second, because there are no better ones.
My second favorite is Ice There with You Bet. The first 30 seconds are amazing, but then when Isa starts shouting, and the whole song is just that, I don't really get it. Like, she has the voice, but she could do it something else than just shouting. I really like the staging, I really like the fire, but I think Isa is too much into the song that it looks really funny. But I think many people like it, many people hate it, and it's like Albania's Zeus, but I didn't like that either. I just hope that they don't send this either, because on my top list it will be on the bottom, because there's so many better songs in the contest already now.
I can get why Isa has been doing so well because she's been proven popular, I think, with the judges and stuff, but it's all due to her voice. But I think she's trying too hard to just get her voice out and be as loud as she can be, and it's nearly like she's bellowing. She doesn't sing very clearly. Sometimes she's trying to get her voice so high that it's nearly like gibberish. But safe to say, she's not in my top three. And this is probably going to surprise you. Donny Montel is my number 2.
For 1,000 years, through a million tears, with the hungry heart, every day I've been waiting for this night.
Probably giving me strange looks, Denise. And he's my number 2, purely because I think his song, while it's a big step up from his 2012 entry, Love is Blind, it's too generic. We've heard this kind of Scandi pop before, and we've heard it done better. We already have a lot of male pop stars at this year's Eurovision, and who would have thought at the start of the year that we would be saying that we have a lot of male pop stars at Eurovision? But we do. And I think Donny, while he stands out a lot in Lithuania, that he might get washed away in the crowd at Eurovision. And I'm saying that as if it's a bad thing. He does have a very good song, and it's head and shoulders above the rest. And he has progressed in every way, visually and sonically. But he is my number 2, just because I feel like I've heard it before.
Guys, now it's time for a big surprise. You would never guess who is my number 1. It's like out of the blue. It's Donny, of course, like almost everyone.
For 1,000 years, through a million tears, with the hungry heart, every day I've been waiting for this night.
He is my favorite. It is the only song in Lithuania that I do like. I didn't like Love is Blind at all, but this one is catchy. It's pop in a good way, and he really grew as an entertainer. It is really powerful. He's way stronger, and he's not the little boy he used to be for me. And the song is better, his movements are better, and yeah, just overall it's way better. There's one thing I have to agree with our readers. In the Wiwi jury, I gave it a 9.5. There were a lot of people, not just because of my 9.5, but we all gave it really high grades. But at that time, you have to imagine that you have to listen to 28 songs from Lithuania. It was like hell. When there's one song that is good, it feels like heaven. So for that time, it felt amazing. I still love it, but I wouldn't give it a 9.5 anymore. But it's still really good. I still love it. But I have to agree with our readers that I was a little too optimistic. But still, Donny, I think he's the only one that can bring Lithuania in the finals. And yeah, I do like it. I do like his stage presence. I've said it all. It's just good. And let's just continue with Sammy.
Surprise, surprise. Also, my favorite is Donny Montel.
I've been waiting for this night. I've been waiting for this night. When I see your smile.
It's like Padraig said, it's really Swedish pop, but it's a good piece of Swedish pop. It's by far the best song in the competition. Of all the 28 acts, I didn't find one better song like this. I like you said, I didn't like Love is Blind either. I think Donny was, it wasn't his kind of song for me. This fits Donny much better than Love is Blind. And I think even though we have Just already in the second semi-final, I think Donny will be as good as Latvia, or do as good as Latvia. I don't know, maybe Donny, if he gets a better staging, it will be even better, because now the staging is really bad, in my opinion. They just show the music video, and Donny's dance moves on the stage, they are just horrible. This looks so funny. Like, he should know how to dance based on Love is Blind, but clearly he doesn't know. But maybe he will take some dancing lessons before Stockholm, and I really believe that Lithuania will send him to Eurovision. Because they have the international juries that will help Donny a lot. I think maybe Lithuanian public will vote for Aiste or Erika, but I really hope that the juries get behind Donny. He is the only one who has some chances at doing well in the Axel contest.
And my number one isn't Donny, obviously. It's Erica Jennings with Leading Me Home.
You're leading me home. Leading me home.
Out of all the acts, she's the only one who has any chance of maybe causing an upset and beating Donny and breaking Denise's heart. But she won the semi-final and she won the televote and the juries, which was kind of a shock because all along it had been Donny. And Rutha had been doing it for a while, but I think they've grown tired of her, just the way we were tired of her from the very first moment we heard her song. But back to Erica, like you were saying, Denise, it's really soulful, and she's got she is Irish, but it's not the reason why I'm putting her at my number one. But she's got Irish folk elements to it, and I think it's so simple that it could have kind of a Common Linnets effect. And the staging is really important, and just like it was with Common Linnets for the Netherlands in 2014, gradually her staging has been evolving over the shows. That she started off and she was very static and she was standing still, whereas last time she was doing this whole thing with the mirrors, and it looked really impressive, and I think it elevated the song a lot. And it might need a revamp. It's probably too late for a revamp at this stage, considering the deadline is next Monday, but yeah, she is my favourite, and I think she could potentially do well depending on the mood of the public on the night.
I agree with you that she might be the only one that could beat Donny. I hope she doesn't, but I agree that there are a lot of people who like this, and I even think that the juries will like this because she's a good singer and it's really simple and beautiful. So let's see.
In the semifinals, they didn't have the international juries, so that's why Erica won. And I also think that people aren't voting anymore that much because it's just unimportant anymore. But in the final, they will vote much more than they did in the semifinals. And I think Donny has bigger fan base than Erica does.
So that's what we think. What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. And come visit us on wiwibloggs.com for lots more Eurovision news.
And if you like the video, give us a big thumbs up.
I subscribed, and now it's your turn to subscribe.
Bye.
Bye!
I feel like I've heard it before.
Padraig?
Yeah, I was like, it was me, but it's Padraig.
Yeah. Wait, is he back? He looks stoned.